been done? Someone tell me, what have I learned? What have I given to this world? And have I made a difference this year? Memories have come and gone, time has claimed them for her own. Another chance to love has passed. A heart I could have touched has now moved on. And have I made a difference this year? I have a special prayer this year. Heaven, help me open up my heart. Help me to more deeply feel. Help me to embrace my part. Help me to forgive the man who took from me. Help me learn to love myself more tenderly. And help me touch the heart of someone new this year. Looking back, I see myself trying to keep up with everyone else. But what's the meaning in the race when I can't recall a single face? And have I made a difference this year? I have a special prayer this year. Heaven, help me open up my heart. Help me to more deeply care. Help me meet you where you are. Help me take the time to feel each gentle breeze and learn to love myself more tenderly. Help me bring a smile to someone new this year. Deep inside my heart, this time I know another chance to love. I won't miss a heart that I can touch. Will be so blessed, and I will make a difference this year. I have a special prayer this year. Heaven, help me open up my heart. Help me to more deeply feel. Help me to embrace my part. Help me to forgive the man who took from me. Help me learn to love myself more tenderly. And help me bring a smile to someone new this year. I have a special prayer this year. Heaven, help me open up my heart. Help me to more deeply care. Help me meet you where you are. Help me take the time to feel each gentle breeze and learn to love myself more tenderly. And help me touch the heart of someone new this year. Yes, I will make a difference this year. given to this world? And have I made a difference this year? Memories have come and gone, time has claimed them for her own. Another chance to love has passed. A heart I could have touched has now moved on. And have I made a difference this year? I have a special prayer this year. Heaven, help me open up my heart. Help me to more deeply feel. Help me to embrace my part. Help me to forgive the man who took from me. Help me learn to love myself more tenderly. And help me touch the heart of someone new this year. Looking back, I see myself trying to keep up with everyone else. But what's the meaning in the race when I can't recall a single face? And have I made a difference this year? I have a special prayer this year. Heaven, help me open up my heart. Help me to more deeply care. Help me meet you where you are. Help me take the time to feel each gentle breeze and learn to love myself more tenderly. Help me bring a smile to someone new this year. But deep inside my heart, this time I know another chance to love. I won't miss a heart that I can touch. Will be so blessed, and I will make a difference this year. I have a special prayer this year. Heaven, help me open up my heart. Help me to more deeply feel. Help me to embrace my part. Help me to forgive the man who took from me. Help me learn to love myself more tenderly. And help me bring a smile to someone new this year. A special prayer this year. Heaven, help me open up my heart. Help me to more deeply care. Help me meet you where you are. Help me take the time to feel each gentle breeze and learn to love myself more tenderly. And help me touch the heart of someone new this year. Yes, I will make a difference this year.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning. How is everyone doing? Great. And I'm
I'm Reverend Rafe, Ellis, Senior Minister and Spiritual Leader here at Columbia Center for Spiritual Living. Thank you for the opportunity to be that. Thank you. So I want to welcome everybody who's joining us via live stream. And I want to welcome everybody here in the room. Oh, there is a God. I'll explain that later. The one it relates to knows, that's all that matters. So, if you play on any social media platform, I invite you to share this live stream on that platform. I'm not asking you to ask people to watch it. I'm not asking you to beg people to watch it. I'm not asking you to tell people why they should watch it. In fact, I'm asking you to do none of that. Just simply share it so that it's available if people choose to watch it. But if it ain't there, it's kind of hard to choose it. Just saying. All right, if this is your first time joining us, or if you're joining us after having been here and gone for a while, welcome and welcome back. Here's the thing. More than welcome, no matter where you are on your spiritual journey, no matter what path you have chosen, no matter what that looks like, you are welcome here, and beyond being welcome here, you are celebrated here, because it is your path, and the divine as you knows exactly what it's doing, and we know that with you. So welcome. Now, there are several ways that we can all connect with one another and engage with one another in spiritual community. And so we invite you to check out our website, columbiacsl.com/events. You can email us at info@columbiacsl.com for more information, or you can call the office at 410-750-8559. So who are we? What are we up to? What are we about? I'm so glad you asked. Our vision is contributing to a world that works for everyone. Our identity is that we are a diverse community of belonging and growth, sharing the light and joy within ourselves while learning to see it in others. Guided by Spirit, together we build a joyously engaged, inclusive community intent on uplifting and transforming lives. And our mission is that we are a welcoming, inclusive spiritual center where everyone can be seen and heard. We lovingly practice the principles of science of mind in the world. Now, as a community, our commitment to inclusion calls us to embrace everyone's unique identity. We don't use that word everyone lightly. We begin by recognizing our diverse abilities, ages, physical characteristics, gender identities, national origins, faiths, and spiritual paths, sexual orientations, ethnicities, and races, just to name a few. Then, we experience one another at increasingly deeper levels as we grow together in classes, in workshops, in service to our shared spiritual community, and just hanging out together. And on Sundays, we come together to celebrate life. So, before we do that, I've changed the order just a buzz so that I can thank people ahead of time. Make sure I get it right. I have notes. Because at the end, the person doing the presiding at the end is one of the people that needs to be thanked. So it was just like, well, this isn't effective. Let me switch this because I can. So, thank you to Reverend Jenna for being our spiritual practitioner this morning, who is doing our spiritual practice, and she is the presider for the second half of the service. Thank you, Jody Davidson, who will be doing our reading this morning. Thank you, Felicia Taylor, for being our guest musician this morning. Thank you, Jesse Dabbs, for doing our live stream and in-room setup this morning for the PowerPoint. Thank you, Laura Service, for just being incredibly dedicated to living your name. I mean, really, you can't escape being in service when you got the name Lord Service. I'm just saying. Thank you, Cindy Risser, for being our hospitality person this morning. And thank you to everybody who jumps in at the end of service, unnoticed, unrecognized, to help put all of this stuff away. Because it is a huge, huge benefit. And I apologize for not speaking that sooner. Some days are better than others in the service tent. All right. Now, let's get on with our next community song with Miss Felicia.
All right, so once again, everybody would like to stand up or sit down for our next song, One Big Family.
Whatever you would
Everybody get on your feet, see the light in everybody's feet. Everybody get on your feet, see the light in everybody's feet. Let us be reminded of who we come to see. We are loved, we are one big family. Hey, hey, yeah, yeah. Hey, 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 yeah, yeah. Everybody get on your feet, see the light in everybody you meet. Everybody get on your feet, see the light in everybody you meet. Let us be reminded of who we come to be. We are loved, we are one big family. Hey, hey, yeah, yeah. Hey, 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 yeah, yeah. Let's make a joyful sound. Here we stand on holy ground. Let's make a joyful sound. Here we stand on holy ground. Let's make a joyful sound. Hey, 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 hey. Everybody get on your feet. See the light in everybody you meet. Everybody get on your feet. See the light in everybody you meet. Let us be reminded of who we come to be. We are loved, we are one big family. Hey, hey, yeah, yeah. Hey, 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 yeah, yeah. All right, everybody, keep it here.
The sacred herding of the cats.
That was so much fun, and I love playing the tambourine to the second. Our founder, Reverend Dr. Ernest Holmes, was a dedicated study and a great synthesizer identifying the common and connected threads within the various religions philosophies and ancient wisdom teachings of the world. Science of Mind is the synthesis of Ernest Holmes' lifetime of study. Let us breathe together as we light a candle honoring some of these faith traditions. As we light the first candle, we honor Christianity as a path of love and forgiveness. As we light the second candle, we honor Buddhism as a path of compassion and Four Noble Truths. As we light the third candle, we honor Judaism as a path of ethical living through sacred law. As we light the fourth candle, we honor Baha'i as a path of unity and peace. As we light the fifth candle, we honor Islam as a path of surrendering to the will of God as the highest calling. As we honor, well, that too. As we light the sixth candle, we honor Confucianism as a path of deliberate tradition. As we light the seventh candle, we honor Taoism as a path of harmony and balance. As we light the eighth candle, we honor all indigenous peoples' traditions as paths that recognize and honor spirit in all creation. As we light the ninth candle, we honor Shintoism as a path of optimism and inherent goodness of humanity. As we light the 10th candle, we honor Hinduism as a path of knowledge, action, and devotion. As we light the 11th candle, we honor Akan as a path that honors the divine, ancestors, and nature. As we light the 12th candle, we honor all New Thought philosophies as a path of adherence to universal spiritual principles of love and law. And as we light this final candle, we honor the multiplicity and diversity within the wholeness of creation as sacred. Namaste. The reading. Feelings are precious allies by Rev. Dr. Jesse Jennings from Questions and Answers in the July 2024 edition of the Science of Mind magazine. And hold on for your seats because there's a lot to take in and to unpack here in this Q&A for sure. The question is, I catch myself doubting that things are going to work out favorably. Then I start to fear that my doubts will short-circuit all of my spiritual progress. So the question is, any suggestions? The answer. Every one of us doubts from time to time. It's perfectly natural, part of the human condition. Faith is a new skill set that is to acquire. We hear there's a spiritual practice by which things move and congeal into form. So we start to explore that principle and eventually come to trust it, except when we don't. That's the kicker. Because other laws and rules we've banked on through the years have let us down. Something else we gain through experience is the proclivity for blaming ourselves when things don't work out. Psychology tells us that this is healthier than blaming others, but blame in general gets us nowhere. It's not the same thing as accepting responsibility because assigning blame is an attack. Your spiritual progress consists of self-discovery. And that can be forfeited because with each passing moment, you know more of yourself than you did before. The issue to address is your fear rather than any real reversal. You're learning to trust yourself your aims, and your choices. Things will work favorably as how you expect favorably to look and feel. Let me try that again. This is a lot to take in, I told you. Things will work out favorably as how you expect favorably to look and feel, or they will work out some other surprising way to your ultimate benefit and everybody else's as well. Remember, there is no private gain. If it is good for you, it is good for life and vice versa. A little fear along the way causes no lasting damage. When you conclude it does, you can start fearing your fear. Whoa, fearing your fear, which only compounds the suffering. The last thing you need to do is fear any of your feelings. Beyond just being your instructive companions, feelings are precious allies. The way to turn an intention into a powerful creative dynamo is to wrap it in emotion. It is through this process that thoughts become things. Sounds like a new thought, doesn't it? So you want to hear what they have to report those emotions while balancing that with the conscious direction you set for your life. And so it is.
Good morning. I invite you to get comfortable, settle in, and let's start with our breath. Let's breathe together. A slow, deep, delicious breath. And let it go. Let's breathe again, receiving that gift of life and spirit. Amen. How blessed we are. And returning that to all of life. And one more deep breath as you center into your center. Deep within. And relax. And now we have become aligned. We let go of everything else before this moment. And I ask you to focus on harmony. to notice there might be some ripples of just harmony within. Let them notify you. What is that disharmony? Now, I invite you to embrace the truth that harmony is always something you can choose. And try that on for a bit. In this place of harmony, the state of harmony within, we harmonize with that one power, one presence, one life, absolute, infinite, eternal, everywhere, active, in every moment, in every place, and in every situation. That includes all that lives within you. For we are forever and always inseparably one with God. And even though we may at moments be in doubt, or separate ourselves from this truth, it is always our power, our choice, to reconnect and reaffirm and reattune to peace and harmony within. Knowing that as we do so, we are acting in alignment with our oneness with Spirit. And as we do so, we are that resonance, light, love, peace, harmony, and love. We can choose to be this presence in every situation because God is present in every situation. Present and ready as we invoke that presence, alive and expressing through us. We are the ones that have a charm to bring this and express it in the world. How wonderful this is. And so celebrating in our hearts this truth, our choice. We allow this, we welcome this, we let this speak. We say, yes, I'm ready. Let's do this. And so
So a couple more thank yous. Thank you, Zeta, for being on camera. In fact, you actually see her since I'm looking right at it. Apparently not. Because when I walked behind her and went, well, did I do? And thank you, Don and Deborah, for interacting with our live stream folks. Let's take a breath together. Using words that work. First of all, I spent the day with the Oxford English Dictionary. If I wasn't confused before, I'm really confused now about language. Why? Let's play with this a minute. Run. 3 letters strung together to make one word. It has 645 definitions as a verb. Wow. It has 109 as a noun, 17 as an adjective, 11 of which are now labeled as obsolete meanings. I thought it just meant go. But apparently not. It gets better. God. 3 as a verb, 15 as a noun, 1 of which is not labeled as obsolete. Excuse me. Yes, I'll back up. Monitor communicates without limit. Prayer. Now this one I found really interesting. Prayer has 11 definitions as a noun, none as a verb. I'm just saying. Religious. 12 meanings, 2 of which are now obsolete. Mind has 34 as a verb. As a verb. 7 which are obsolete. And then there's a little caveat that says the word mind can be used as a noun or a verb. Okay. Science. 17 as a noun, 3 of which are obsolete, none as a verb. Love has 24 meanings as a noun, 6 of which are obsolete. 4, only 4 as a verb. 3 of which are obsolete. So it actually has 1 as a verb. Are you beginning to understand how we're all so confused with communicating with each other? Are you starting to grasp things? Peace has 18 as a noun, 1 which is obsolete, none as a verb. Power has 40 meanings as a noun, 7 of which are labeled obsolete, 4 as a verb, 1 of which are labeled as obsolete. Hate has only 4 meanings as a noun, 9 as a verb, none have been labeled obsolete. Fear has 17 as a verb, 15 as a noun, 11 collectively obsolete. Safe has 8 meanings as a noun, 25 as an adjective, but only 3 as a verb, 1 of which is obsolete. Choice has 16 meanings as a noun, 2 of which are obsolete. Choose has 19 meanings as a verb, 9 of which are obsolete. 3 of which are nouns, 7 meanings. Stick with me. This really is going. Leader has 41 meanings as a noun, none as a verb. Now, we say every Sunday that we're contributing to a world that works for everyone. World has 31 meanings, 33 meanings. 5 of which are labeled obsolete, 2 meanings as a verb, 1 of which is labeled obsolete. So do we even know what world we're talking about when we say world that works for everyone? Do you know? I don't. And I'm honest enough to say so. I read that, a world that works for everyone. I don't think we knew what it meant when we said it, when we established it. Ultimately, that doesn't matter to your life. Works. What is a world? Okay, first we got 33 definitions of world. Now we have 47 definitions of works. So now we have, what? 80 definitions just in the first 2 words of a world that works for everyone. Here's the bottom line. This actually, I don't know what it's tapping into in me, but something, because I get choked up every time I get to this part. Everyone has one definition. All of those words have all of that. The word everyone only has one definition. It's not a noun or a verb. It's a pronoun for every person. So, does it matter if I don't know what a world is? No. Does it really matter if I definitively know what works? Not so much. But what does matter is that if I'm going to say this phrase, then I understand everyone means exactly that. Every person. There's only one definition. We don't even have room to be confused about this. None. Unless we're taking our PhD in MSU out. You don't know what that is? You haven't been paying attention. PhD is our post-hole digger award in making shit up. We all have it. We were all born with a PhD in MSU, and we've simply spent our lives perfecting it. Right? This nonsense of, I'm not really creative, I can't really write. Horse hockey. Let somebody you love be 10 minutes late, and you are writing all kinds of creative narratives. Quit lying. You're a very creative writer, especially parents of teenagers. Oh my Lord, you write narratives on your way to sleep, and you finish them when you wake up. And your poor teenager has done nothing other than sleep during that time. I ain't judging, I'm just saying. What words are we using? Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. What matters is what you mean by the words you use. It doesn't even matter how the Oxford English Dictionary, which is touted as the authority on the English language, it doesn't even matter what it says, because I'll bet you could look up all these definitions, and some of us are operating with definitions that aren't even in that. Because we have our own definitions of the words we use. And if we're being wholly honest with ourselves, those definitions change based on who's in front of me. Love means something different when I'm talking to you than when I'm talking to you. Really? What's up with that? We don't understand love. There's a difference between relationships. I get that. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about that love that recognizes everyone as equal. Our country, and if anyone is watching from another country, yes, I understand I'm being very American-centric in this moment. This country is confused. The whole country. And I'm saying it that way on purpose, because none of us are exempt from the confusion. And every single one of us generationally have contributed to it, and we are all participating in sustaining it. We have a deep soul wound that is screaming to be healed. What are we going to do about it? Beyond party affiliation, you will never hear me suggest one or the other. So, a couple reasons for that. One, it's inappropriate. I recognize that I am a white male in a position of authority, and so I have the power of influence, and it would be inappropriate to use it that way. I respect us all for that. Two, it's unethical. Three, it's flat out illegal. And to do so would be to break the oath I took to protect this community, because I would in fact put our 501c3 status at risk. So I will never do that. What I will do is talk about issues, because that is completely appropriate, it is completely legal, and it is completely necessary, because we cannot contribute to a world that works for anybody if we don't talk about what's going on in it. That's creating a world that works for ostriches. We just stick our heads in a dark place and let's assume for the moment it's sand. Maybe it's not, maybe it's higher. This is our lives unfolding here. I posted something on Facebook the other day that blaming any one individual for any social condition is like blaming a single raindrop for the flood. Now that's what came to me. Which raindrop was it? Which raindrop was it that when it hit all the water, it dumped the river over its banks? I want that raindrop. I have a blow dryer. I am going to deal with it. Right? That's the silliness that we're engaged in. And guess what? I don't care which side you're on. You're wrong. You're wrong. Everybody that has the right to vote, everyone that has citizenship, participated in creating what we're experiencing. Every one of us. Our ancestors participated in creating what we're experiencing. None of that even matters. Here's what matters. Every one of us has the capability and the power to change it now. We get to choose. Are we going to sustain it or heal it? You cannot do both. You cannot rewrite that little section on page 270 that says, does what I wish to do bring more joy, more life, and more peace to myself, and at the same time harm no one? See, here's what we're doing. We're rewriting that to say, does what I wish to do bring more joy and more peace to myself, and I really don't give a rat's ass about anybody else? That's not what it says. There is no private gain. That's why we had that meeting this morning. There is no private gain. See, there's no place for me to get what I want, no matter how it impacts you. That's duality. And if you believe that, great. It's your right to believe that. But stop lying to yourself that you believe in oneness. Because you don't. If you believe you can benefit while other people suffer. That's duality. If you believe other people's suffering and you're immune from it, that's duality. If you believe you have no role in healing this deep soul wound of the United States of America, you don't understand what we teach. There is no hiding place. There's a story that I want to wrap up with. A young married couple moved into their new house. Their first morning there, while they were eating breakfast, looking out their new, beautiful bay kitchen window, they observed their neighbor hanging their laundry out on the clothesline. And one of them, we'll call them Spouse A, commented, "That laundry is not very clean. They don't know how to wash correctly. Perhaps they need better detergent." Spouse B simply looked on silently. The couple continued to have breakfast together every morning in their dining room, taking time to gaze out their window and appreciate nature. And every single time the neighbor hung out the laundry, Spouse A would comment about the dirtiness of the laundry, while Spouse B sat silent. A couple of months later, Spouse A was surprised to see the nice, clean laundry on the clothesline and remarked to Spouse B, "Wow, look, they finally figured out how to do laundry. I wonder who taught them that." Spouse B, pausing, taking a deep breath, replied, "I got up early this morning and cleaned our windows." Yeah. What are you looking through? What lens are you looking through? What judgment are you assigning to your neighbors because your window needs to be cleaned? If you think there is only one right way for something to happen, you don't understand right or wrong. There is no way that an infinite everything created only one way to do anything. What a teeny tiny little God that would be. Get a bigger God and get clear about the God that you have so limited that you're scared of what He created. Because if we think there's only one right way to do something, it's because we're afraid of the diversity that God created. If you want to control anybody else's choice other than your own, it's because you are afraid of the magnificence of God unfolding as something you don't understand. Great, ask questions. Be curious. Let yourself be two again. Right? Let yourself be that beautiful innocence that looks at everything and goes, "What's that?" Not from a place of, "What's that?" That's not two. That's 22. But to really explore, ask questions. Not because you want to influence someone else, but because you care enough to want to know them. I got really emotional several times this week when I think about this community. because some of you have trusted me enough to share with me your beliefs in these crazy political times. And I know that we have, sitting in this room, very divergent views. Nobody's being hateful to anybody. I don't know if you get how remarkable that is. The fact that we're in the same room, not just being civil, but loving one another, sharing community, really sharing community, hugging one another, talking to one another, loving one another. This has to happen out there. It has to. It's time. But it can only happen if we participate in the healing. Put down your mental machete.
Come
Open your heart.
Yes.
And let's heal this deep soul wound that is infecting all of us. Now, here's how we're going to do that. I'm going to go off camera for a minute. I'll be back. You've been warned. So here's how we're going to do that. It's prize time. This is going to be up here. So this is one way. If you have a question about how to apply these principles in any area of your life, and I mean any, you get to come up here and write a question. 2 that I've gotten so far is when I'm scared. How do I use these when I'm scared? How do I use these when everything feels hard? So you can email it to me, and I'll write it. You can text it to me, I'll write it. Or you can come up here and write it yourself. Starting in August, here's what we'll do. We'll get to the part of the time to do the talk, and we will do that. And wherever it lands, that's what we'll talk about. I'm making myself insanely vulnerable because there is no way I can prepare a talk for whatever's on here every Sunday. Not going to happen. So I'm trusting that the divine in me is going to connect with the divine in you to answer the questions.
Yes.
Here's the caveat. If there are no questions, well, then this doesn't make a whole lot of sense, does it? Because if we've done this today, we're apparently talking about the color blue. Which I could do because many of us think that's where everything lives anyway. It just came out of the blue. Blue is the receptacle of all things godly. Everything lives in the blue. Shut up. Okay, so here it is. Here it is. If you make a mistake, rub it off, start over. I encourage you to play with this. Send me your stuff. Let's fill this up. Next week is special. Yeah. Next week, I'm just this confident we will be installing Mr. Bruce and James. Yeah, I just channeled his mom. It scared him. He's like, ooh, that's my whole name. I did a whole name you because I can. We will also be recognizing all of our licensed practitioners for their years of service. All right. So I hope you can make it. If you can't, I hope you will join us live. tantrum. Whether you believe it or not, it's safe to talk to each other. And if you don't feel comfortable with that, you can talk to me. Because I'm there to listen. I'm there in presence with you, but I'm not there to influence you or to judge you. If you know anything about my human past, I used up all my judgments. I don't have any left. There's nothing you're going to show up with that I have not already participated in. So yeah, I love you. Let yourself be loved. Let yourself love one another. That is what we're here. Let's take this in prayer. The breath of one infinite, loving God of multiple understandings. A God that is all understanding and no understanding. An infinite being that is everywhere present in through and as its creation. It is the breath, it is the heartbeat, it is the mind, it is every single form, and it is all that which is around the form. It is the unformed and the formed. It is my life. It is the life of all. And so I speak my word, recognizing that my word is the word of the infinite spoken as me. Claiming and affirming the power, the presence of love in every expression of creation. Just as there is no spot where God is not, there is no spot where love fails to exist. And so I commit myself to see love everywhere I look, to hear love in every sound I hear, to be love as a verb everywhere I go, every moment I breathe, to be love, knowing that love heals. End of discussion. Love heals. Grateful. Grateful for the knowledge, the wisdom, the experience of the law making life happen. Grateful to know that my personal agenda stops there when I stop. And when I lean into something greater, I give law love to work with. And I let go of how love unfolds. I let go of my control agenda. And I allow myself to see and be love. To embody it. So that I recognize it. Love and only love. And in that, there is no fear. There is no confusion. There is no need to control. And so I let go of all of that. And I stand open in love. I give love, no matter what. I return love. I share hope. Amen. Amen. And so it is.
Finding my place. Now is our time to practice the law of circulation. Please join me in speaking your prosperity affirmation together. I affirm
that the abundance of creation is my abundance. I give freely to sustain and grow Columbia Center for Spiritual Living as my beloved spiritual community. I give to ensure Columbia CSL's continued availability to all spiritual seekers.
And ushers, would you please forward?
So, I chose this song today, which seemed to work out as it always seems to magically do. One, because it's one of my favorite songs, and two, because it really represents being there for one another, and that's exactly what we need to do no matter who we are. We really need that kind of friendship and that togetherness that we seem to be missing a lot in the world. So, here we go. Or not.
Here it comes.
Just kidding.
Hang on, the sound's not working.
We got time.
Felicia?
Do I need to sing along with you? We can all join in. I'm sure you all know this song, right? Everybody knows it? No. You still there? I good time. Huh? No, really? Oh my goodness.
Go ahead.
I'm a few
Yeah, I don't know how it was working earlier, but now it's not.
Well, all right then. Here we go. If you ever find yourself stuck in the middle of the sea, I'll sail the world to find you. If you ever find yourself stuck in the middle, ooh, that was the wrong words. All right. If you ever find yourself lost in the dark and you can't see, I'll be the light to guide you. We'll find out what we're made of when all we do is help our friends in need. You can count on me like 1, 2, 3, I'll be there. And I
abundance that is flowing through each of us, we bless this offering and thank you for this blessing. And our affirmation. Well, I'll read it even though I can't. So here's our affirmation for this week. I say what I mean.
I mean what I say. I am kind and loving as I say it.
And let's remember too that scientists have told us that only 7% of our communication are the actual words. So delivery is a big part. And that comes from within, right? So now, our practitioners, and next week we'll have a new slide. Next week is a big event.
Yes, it is.
So we are studied for 2 years and credentialed. And that has to do with, we've been practicing, and through that extra study, to be in consciousness with you, and to be in a healing consciousness. And so, there are times when any of us are struggling with something, and maybe to the point we don't even know how to pray for ourselves. And that's when, reach out at any point, even in joy, even in Thanksgiving. I want to pray with you about, oh, that's good. But also, we are there to stand with you in consciousness, in a supportive and healing way. And that's why we are here. And along with that, at this blue table over here, you can fill out a prayer request, and the entire team will pray on your behalf without request for the entire group. Also, there is a black partition out on the foyer, and that's an area of privacy. I will be there after the service, and I'm very pleased to pray with you, whatever we're praying about. And now for our announcements. Give you the full view. 365 days of richer living, morning reading, meditation, and prayer happens live every morning at 6 a.m. on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitch TV. And the recordings, in case some of us don't run awake at 6, the recordings are available anytime on Facebook and on YouTube. Super Communicators book study meets online via Zoom on Thursday evenings from 7 until 8:30 p.m. Eastern. Our next discussion group is on July 25th, and this is the final session wrapping up the experience and setting of intentions to carry our learning forward. My election intention, there's a lot going on here. 100 days of mindful practice from July 28th through November 4th. Receive a daily text message to uplift you, to tune out fear and tune in vision. To participate, text, it's at the very bottom here, text 470 784 0250.
It'll be in the newsletter.
Okay, it's going to be in the newsletter. Okay, and our special service next week, I said it's a big event. We have so much to celebrate. During our regular Sunday service on July 28th, the making of a practitioner. We will celebrate all of our licensed practitioners, recognizing each of them for their years of service, inducting our beloved V. Amy James. As a licensed religious science practitioner. Did I shut up? No, it's just not loud. All right, talk louder.
What's the other one for?
So we will be inducting our, try this one? Try
For
one.
the virtual folks, I think that
Do
would
you want to send okay, see, that's great. Is this working? No.
Yes, speak up.
No, it's working. Right.
I can't turn it up any higher, so you have to actually lift your voice a little bit.
Inducting our beloved B. Payman James as a licensed religious science practitioner in service to this center from the CSO. And then we will all participate in a practitioner recommitment ceremony. Reverend Rafe set up a link where anyone who chooses to can write a love note to our practitioners as a group or as individuals. Just use the Breeze form link that's on the website, and Reverend Rafe will prepare these and present them to the practitioners during this special service. This will be a community covered dish event, so please plan to bring a dish to share. And our last announcement, Celebrating Our Soul 2024, August 1st through the 4th. Presented by the People of African Descent New Thought Group. Virtual attendance. Registration is now open. Information will be in our newsletter and available at www.padntg.com. I know that was a lot of information. Remember, you can catch the announcements again by watching the after-service announcement roll and checking out the events calendar on our website and by getting and renewing our newsletter. So let us know this together. We have all come forward from that one power, one presence, one life. It is absolute, infinite, eternal, and unconditional love. It is always pouring forth of itself, without question and without measure. That which is the source of our being is living and expressing through each of us. And it's up to each of us to say yes. Let it go. I'm ready, I'm willing. Let's do this. Together and as one. Bless. And so it is.
All right, the final community song, we're going to see how this goes down. Y'all be singing out so. It's all right. We know how this goes.
Nope, I got
All right, well, let's go, people.
If I wanna have more love in my life, oh yeah, it's time to open my heart and let it shine. Whatever it is, I truly desire is mine and I'm free and inspired. I got a tree and move my feet. I got a tree and move my feet. feel alright. The key is inside, is in my hands. As soon as I understand, I got a tree and move my feet. I got a tree and move my feet. Nobody else gonna rescue me. I got a tree and move my feet. If I wanna have more peace in my life, oh yeah, I need to sit down and listen to the voice inside. If I know who I am and my aim is true, the only thing I've got to do, I've got a tree and move my feet. I got a tree and move my feet. Nobody else gonna rescue me. I got a tree and move my feet. I'm so glad it was up to me. I got a tree and move my feet. Each one times I got a tree and move my feet. I got a tree and move my feet.
Heaven guide me, heaven show me the way. Heaven guide me, heaven show me the way. When I'm lost and confused, heaven lead the way. When I'm reaching for you, will you meet me halfway? Heaven guide me, heaven show me the way. Heaven guide me, heaven show me the way. show